Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
I feel like I'm gonna watch this back and feel like I look so dramatic, but I just, like, the best way to describe it is I just feel really depressed, like, well, like, not like really depressed, but just like, I was just watching absolute rubbish on YouTube, wasting my time, and then I decided to watch the Black Mirror episode for revision purposes, because apparently it's, like, context for the exam that I've got on Thursday. I was like, well, maybe I can tie it into humans. No, I mean, it was good, but like a waste of my time. I'm still not dressed because I can't be bothered. Have I done any work? No, it's now like 12 o'clock. I feel like a failure. Had a bit of a sob and like a little mental moment where I just ripped up a load of paper. I had like an old to-do list and I just like tore it to smithereens. It's now on my floor. Such like first world problems. Like, oh my god, I'm so depressed because I get to do my A-levels. Get a freaking grip. Like, I'm like privileged to be in the place that I am, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so depressed. Well, I eventually got dressed. Obviously, as you can see, I'm high-key regretting ripping up a load of paper on the floor because I just left it. Oh my days. Oh my god, literally, it's just everywhere. I'm realising that I've not kept you fully up to date and informed on what's happened today. Basically, I wasted a load of time this morning and didn't really get on because I couldn't be bothered. I had lost all motivation. I just, like, because it's so close to the end of exams, I just can't be bothered anymore because I'm so fed up of revising because I've been doing it since like January. I started like revising around 2-ish. I think I did an hour before lunch and then like an hour after, and then I did like, I don't really know what I did. Basically I procrastinated. So I did about 2 hours and a half before tea, and this evening I think I did another 2 hours. To be honest, I don't really know, because I gave up timing myself in the end, but it's now 2 o'clock, which I really did not want to be doing again, because I did this last week and I was exhausted. I've done like 4 hours. I feel okay about it. To be honest, I left it very last minute. I've probably, like, today is the first time that I've started revising for it. This exam, since the start of like exam season-ish. This exam is mostly coding and like algorithms. Like, you can't, other than the basics, you can't really revise for it because it's a little bit like doing an unseen, but like not, I don't know. I'm finally done with computing forever. Well, I can't believe it, the day has finally come. It's been about 7 years. 7 years up and coming, and I'm finally done with the subject. Don't get me wrong, it was enjoyable, but it was a really freaking hard work. So for it to finally be over is such a relief. That's my first subject that I'm completely done with, and I've just like scrolled through Twitter on the way home, absolutely howling. People probably think I'm mental. People probably think I'm mental now because I'm talking to myself in public, but oh my god, I was killing myself with laughter because the memes are absolutely prime. Like, that paper produced some quality memes. I never updated you, it's 3 hours later, not fantastic, but I'm about to get on with revising for sociology for the exam I have tomorrow. Fun times. It's totally gonna be okay. Oh my god. I'm like low-key stressed at the moment, but like, I'm high-key stressed, but it's repressed. I'm only low-key stressed. You feel me? Last time I spoke to you, I was on my way home from the exam. Absolutely killing myself with laughter over the tweets that people were making. They were hilarious. It's one of my favourite places to go after exams. That and the ITV hub, because Love Island gets me through exams, people. We have just put plans in motion to go for celebratory waffles after the exam tomorrow. But obviously I've got to revise first and actually do well in that exam. But the thing I really came on to talk about was the exam today. Because we're all about living in the present, you know? So let's think about this exam and how it went. I think it went rather well, considering the amount of revision that I did. Not a lot for this exam. Okay, I've done like revision for it, but I did it a while back. I only did like 4 hours for this one paper in like the vicinity of like the actual exam, if you know what I mean. So in that respect it was kind of last minute, but like also not. Obviously I didn't manage to revise everything yesterday because that's impossible. Can't revise like all of it. But I'm glad with what I revised because it actually came in handy. I had a good feeling that most of what I'd revised would come up in the exam, because the amount that I had to revise for this paper compared to the last paper is a lot smaller, but the papers are the same size and worth the same amount, so I figured there'd be a lot more of a range of questions. There was. Now, I did not really bother to revise object-oriented programming that much because I figured, firstly, I couldn't be bothered, and secondly, I figured anything that I learned I wouldn't have like retained, because it's essentially like learning a whole nother programming language, and that's really hard to do. So I wasn't just about to go and learn an 8th language. So I learnt the basics. Little did I know, I called it in my head. I was like, oh my god, there's gonna be a beefy question on OAP. The whole of section B was on OAP. I was livid, but good thing is I counted up all the marks and it was only worth about 24 marks out of 140. So I figured, worst comes to the worst, I'll probably drop a grade boundary, maybe 2. All I want is a C in this paper, so it doesn't matter. Now to stop thinking about the exam that I've just taken and start thinking about the exam that I'm going to take, which is the sociology one, and I really, really need to go revise for it. Hopefully I can get like 4+ hours. I want to say like 6 hours done today. I don't have high hopes for this exam, but saying that I didn't have high hopes for this exam I just took, and it went fine. So like, they're all going fine. I don't know what is happening. The stars were aligning. I've been blessed this A-level season. Like, I literally couldn't have asked for better papers. Apart from the fact, OCR, get your shiz together, man. I hated the formatting of the paper that I did today. The computing paper, the formatting was awful. OCR, step up your game. I was flicking forwards and backwards like a mad machine. Like, it was ridiculous. Absolute joke. I'm just gonna talk my emotions out because I feel so stressed. Like, I think this is the worst exam that I'm gonna take. I genuinely feel like I could throw my entire grade with this exam. Like, I feel like I did so well in the other 2 sociology exams, and my fear is, and this is why I'm getting so worked up and stressed, my fear is that I'm going to do really badly in this exam and it's just going to throw my overall grade like a grade or 2 lower than it like would have been if I'd done the same as the other papers. Like, I feel frozen with stress. Like, I just feel like I'm living in a nightmare at the moment and I hate it. I just can't wait for tomorrow to be over. I'm so stressed, I almost feel like I don't have time for a meltdown anymore. So I'm back from waffles. It came a little bit full circle there, didn't it? Because after my first sociology exam I had waffles, and then after my last I had waffles. Well, I actually had a crepe this time, but you know. Half an hour into revising media now. I don't know how I feel about the exam tomorrow. Like, I don't feel nervous. I feel chill, and I think that's also because I have the morning tomorrow to revise as well. But I'm done with sociology. I just have media left to go. the exam today. How did it go? I was really happy with it. I was super happy with it. Obviously, because I didn't like revise as much for this paper. There were 2 questions, the 2 10 markers. I was a bit like, I don't really know what that is. I'm just gonna write what I think it is, and I think what I think it was right. So I think the answers I put were actually okay. I basically found a theory that I thought would work, and I made it fit. A little bit like a jigsaw puzzle, where the pieces don't quite fit together, so you just force it. That was kind of what I did. The 30 marker was on feminism, which was also the 20 marker in the last paper, and I think a 10 marker in the paper before that. I don't know. So that's like, what, 60 marks on feminist. That's like 60 marks on like feminist theory, and a paper is worth 80 marks, so that's like almost a paper's worth of feminism. That is crazy. Like, I saw a tweet on Twitter. Someone said that we've basically got an A-level in slating men. Pretty much. I can't believe feminist theory came up 3 times, like 1 in each paper. Like, that's my best topic, and it came up in every paper. Then the 20 marker, the theories and methods, 20 marker in this paper was on Marxism, which is like one of my, like, feminist and Marxist are like my 2 favourite theories because I understand them so well. So the fact that the 2 like theory-based questions were on my 2 favourite theories, I was actually blessed. Anyway, that is how the exam went today. I am now going to go continue with my revision for media. Oh my god, I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm so excited, you don't even understand. Like, I'm so excited to just like be done. I'm gonna be done. Close that drawer. Hello, so this is the penultimate time that I will talk to you in this video, because it's the dawn of the final day. Praise the freaking Lord. Oh my god, I'm so just exhausted mentally, physically. My skin is a mess. I like, oh my god, I can't wait. I have spent the morning watching Zoella because she's one of like the set products for media. So I've got all these like quotes from her videos in my head. Like, I ain't a beauty guru. People call me Zoella the beauty guru. I ain't a beauty guru. It was Diane's birthday. Like, all these different like quotes. Trust me, I can analyse them in my head. You may think, oh, how can you analyse that? It's a media brain right here. It'll be pushed for time. I spent about 3 hours yesterday revising. Probably could have done more, but oh well. But I've got the morning, which I'm going to try not to waste, because I still need to go over Vogue, The Big Issue, and I need to watch The Returned, and I would like to finish going over like context for most of them. I've got a lot to do. I've made myself a list. Anyway, I'm going to stop wittering. I'm going to go get my breakfast, and I'm going to get crack-a-lacking, get revising, do the exam. Hopefully it goes well. I've been so lucky with all my other exams, all 6 others. This 7th, I know. Well, until I go in and have my books in. But no, I'm the first. I'm the first to finish out my friendship group. Most people finish tomorrow or next week, so I'm feeling extra smug. But oh my god, I'm so excited. And just like that, I am done. It's not properly hit me yet that I'm done. I can't believe I'm going in tomorrow because I need to hand in all my textbook. Yeah. Oh, it's so weird. Like, I don't want to leave, but like I'm so excited for the summer. Like, I'm a little bit like emotional, like thinking about the fact that I'm never going to see my teachers again. Like, oh my god, don't. I actually will cry. What you really want to know is how my final exam went. I think it's the worst out of all the exams I've had. I feel like I feel like my luck is running out, but It wasn't awful. It was not awful. I answered all the questions. The first one caught me off majorly. That was on global industry. What? I didn't really know what that was. And then I thought, let's talk about cultural diversity, and it was on television programs, Humans and the Returned. And both of them have either been based off or have had spin-offs in like other languages. Fingers crossed that went okay. I don't know how good my analysis was for all of it, like for the whole paper. I started to panic that I wasn't gonna finish because the exam was 3 hours 8 minutes. Bearing in mind as well, shall we just say, I needed a wee when I sat down and wrote my name, and I held it for 3 hours and 8 minutes, because probably a bit more as well, because I obviously had to leave the exam hall. I held it the whole way because I knew for sure if I went for a wee, that like 5 minutes of like put my hand up going, sorry Mr. Invigilator, please can I go to the toilet, going out, going to the toilet, coming back in and regaining my train of thought would take like at least 5 minutes, throw me off, and I'd run out of time. I had 10 seconds remaining. 10 seconds. So if I went to the toilet, I may not have finished properly. I'm really happy I actually videoed this because I think this will be something I'll look back on in a few years' time and be like, oh my god, I'm so glad I do not ever have to do an exam ever again in my life. Because, man, this has been one stressful month. It's been one stressful year, if I'm quite honest. I've been revising since January, maybe even before. It's been a stressful ride, but I'm so proud of how much I've done, how far I've come, and how the exams went. I'm actually really happy with how they went. Computing went so much better than I could ever have hoped for. And sociology I was actually really happy with as well. Media I was like, I never know how media goes, so like it's sort of a hit or miss subject. I don't know how that went. But in total, I did a grand total of 162 hours of revision. That's a win in my books. I'm so happy with that. I'm just in awe, to be honest. I can't believe it's over. I can't believe it's done. But anyway, I'm actually going to end this video now. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in my next video. Au revoir. That is so lame.